We're replacing a toilet today. Need a new toilet. Got a leaking in between the tank and the bowl. I think the bowl's actually cracked at the back. Didn't actually find a crack, but anyway. Make a long story short, I'm going to be replacing it. Tip it up and just kind of feeling, and I'm just going to kind of walk it forward to get past the banjo. Okay, so now we're going to be cleaning up all the old caulking as good as we can. I've just got a flat razor blade for this. Just carefully going to go along and get the majority of this. And we can just scrape this stuff up and throw it away and make a little pile, and we'll just get rid of it. Anyway, I'm being careful not to damage the new flooring. Now we got the majority of that out of there. And the rest of it we can just take a rag and rub it out, basically. And now we've got no real residue left. Wax ring. There's two ways to do this. You can put it on the bottom of the horn of the toilet and then insert that in the toilet, or you can insert it in the hole first. I'm actually going to insert it in the hole first. Either way works, as long as you just make sure you get the horn of the toilet down over that. And careful with that wax. If it gets in your rag and your stuff, it's going to be tricky to get that stuff off. Anyway, now we're going to be putting our toilet into place. So just kind of clearing things up here, make it nice and convenient. Here goes the toilet bowl. And we're just going to set it over in the bowl. We're just going to set it right on over. Just kind of watching for where the bolts are. And then once we get it straightened out, we're going to push it down into place. Alright. Give it a little turn. Make sure we're nice and straight. We are. And now we're ready to bolt it down. And I've actually got some new bolt caps. And it tells you which side is up on there. This side up. Right here. So we'll put the bolt cap down first. And then we'll put the little metal washer on top of that. And same on the other side. This side up. Okay. And now we're ready for the little metal washer. Go over there. And our nut right here. And I'm just going to finger tighten that on for now, just to get it started. Got the little metal washer. I didn't have another washer with me, or I would use a new one, but the cap's going to cover it. As long as it does its job, we're good. And these we're just going to kind of want to alternately tighten each side. I'm going to start with this side. And this, we just want it to be snug. We don't want it to be over tight. Just snug. We don't want to crack the porcelain. I'm going to alternate between each side here. And we're nice and snug there. And now we'll give the tank a little rock, a little rocking and a little shaking, a little quaking is good. Okay, here goes the bowl. And we'll be inserting the screw holes from the tank. Here goes the tank. We're ready for the tank. Here goes my dyslexia just kicking in, huh? Oh boy. Go easy. Easy, easy. So yeah, it's going to work out perfect. And we're going to alternate back and forth between each side to get a nice level tank and a nice level bowl. And it looks like I'm going to have some follow-up touch-up painting to do. Anyway, I'm just going to alternate, tighten each side up. The nice thing about putting the this particular setup, putting the tank to bowl bolts through before, is you don't have to hold it in the tank before putting it together. So anyway, that's all good to go there. Nice and neat. Now we can hook up our water supply line, which is a little crooked. And a tiny bit of a reach. Okay, I'm going to try to straighten this out a little bit. There we go. Nice and straight up and down. That's how it should be. And now that should give us enough room. And I'm going to hold the fill valve in the tank up top. Okay. Here's our toilet change out. Now we'll turn the water on and test it out. And up top the water started filling. See a little bit going down the bowl. There we go. And now we'll just kind of check for any leaks here. Feel around here. Feel around here. A little tricky with the gloves on. I'll give it a final once it's done, but I don't see any moisture on my gloves. Here's our water filling. It's going to lift up the float. And turn off the water. Now we're ready for the test flush. This is the moment of truth. Nice. No leaking. We're good to go. Everything seals off nicely. Does exactly what it's supposed to do. Good. Now we can put our caps on here. And the caps just press down and snap into place. And if you need to get them up, you just use a flat blade knife, put it underneath, tiny bit of leverage. That's all it takes. There we go. And now we'll just put the seat on. Oh, here I did. I should just slide it right on underneath. Just enough room. And now for the seat. Now we're ready to cock it in place.